Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids and a different type of video. This is called Back to Your Roots, or Back to My Roots. I forget exactly what it's called. But Plarium has organized this for the raid content creators to basically go back, look at the first video we ever did for our channel. That's what we're going to do today. And yeah, just sort of give some reactions, some sort of inside stories, some background info, behind the scenes stuff on it. And one nice thing, guys, for anyone watching this, make sure you subscribe because after this stuff goes live, I think tomorrow is the day when they sort of put it together and do like a sort of a video series or playlist or something with all the different content creators. There is going to be a giveaway following this. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's actually pretty good. There's going to be 5 people will win, and you'll get a legendary skill tome, a rank 5 chicken, a 3-day XP boost, 400 energy, and 4 sets of 50 multi-battle. So it's actually a really good giveaway. Most likely, I'll tell you guys, I will definitely tell you guys about it in a video sometime later in the week, whenever the information is given to me for running the giveaway. And the giveaway will almost definitely be run through my Discord channel down below if you want to take part in that. I haven't been doing giveaways recently while I was sick. Now I'm doing a lot better. I'm going to get back into actually doing those giveaways properly. So there should be regular giveaways as part of the content creator program back in the Discord for you to take part in and to potentially win some really nice stuff. But anyway, enough babbling about what's going on. Let's check out this video. So here we go. I've had this in the background. I thought this was fun. This is basically search by date, right? So these were the first videos I ever published. So I started on this channel on the 9th of December 2021. I feel like this is not going to be as exciting as other content creators for Raid who've been doing this for longer and maybe started off with Raid. I actually have another channel where I covered things like Heroes of the Storm and World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I had a lot of experience doing YouTube when I came over to Raid. So I'm still probably going to be extremely embarrassed by this video, but probably not as embarrassed as some others. So that's cool. Also, you can see in terms of the views, I thought this is really funny. If you look at these original videos, like a lot of them are getting barely any views. The first one actually did pretty well, man. 2,500. That's pretty darn good for like a new channel. That's great. And you could see just absolutely crazy, almost 30,000 views on the 1 key normal with epic only. That was kind of the thing that was lucky for me, honestly. That's what got me kind of going in the raid stuff. It's all about luck in a lot of ways. Yeah, I hope that I made decent videos, but it was kind of, I came in and very few people were doing Hydra videos at the time. So me coming in and putting out an epic only video, how to beat Hydra on normal with just epic onlys, very few people are actually doing that, and actually helped a ton of people because it was such difficult content. And that really gave me a boost in a niche. I was just lucky. You can see here again, we've down here, there is a 1 key normal non-cheese Shemail comms with like 9,000. Another Hydra epic only video down here with like 11,000. So hey, I should get back to doing some Hydra stuff, right? We should do it at some point. Things have changed a bit now. Because obviously Hydra is easier and my gear and stuff is way better. I just happened to be at that point in the game where I'd only been playing for about a year and was able to come in and actually, I think, do pretty relevant stuff for folks. But so there we go. Anyway, let's take a look at this first one, shall we? I think one really interesting thing, here we go. Let's dive into this, make it full screen. Here we go. The game looks pretty similar. So a couple of things. Number what? Well, number one, I'm bigger now. I noticed that compared to my old videos, I'm bigger. I've grown, taken up more of the screen. But yeah, believe it or not, when I recorded it, obviously recorded very similar. Also, I should move my microphone. I've got better microphone placement now. You can't see it. Amazing. But I'm actually going to be changing my recording setup a bit as of tomorrow. I think stuff is due to arrive tomorrow. I'm going to be getting better lights and a new webcam. So trying to up the quality of the video and the stream a little bit. We'll see if it makes a difference. Do we even care? I don't know. But I thought that was funny because like looking between these two images, that was recorded in my old office actually, where I recorded. Whereas now I'm in my new house and I've got like a whole room for it. But one of the big differences, which has a big effect on recording videos, right, is now my natural light is over here. There's a window over there, so all the natural light comes from that side. Because it's so On the side, oftentimes I have to use like a blackout blind to cut it out and use like a studio lights instead, right? Or the light overhead kind of helps a bit too. Um, but basically you have to use lights to light me up properly. Whereas in the old place, I think in some ways the lighting was actually better because there's actually a little window in the office. It's actually right behind the computer. So the natural light was just coming through straight through. And oftentimes I didn't have to use any lights at all, which is kind of convenient. The downside being I live in Ireland. Ireland is very cloudy and rainy. So the natural light could be extremely variable and you get very different stuff. Also, we're not really talking about the content of the video at all, but might be kind of fun for you to know, or at least interesting. I don't know if you think I look all that much different. My hair's probably longer. I'm probably going to get it cut a little bit soon, though. But I know a couple of people have said it to me recently that I look skinnier now, which is definitely true. As you guys may or may not know, I've been very sick with Crohn's disease. It's a lifelong disease. It's a chronic illness, right? You go into periods of remission. You don't really have symptoms, and I was very lucky at in remission for almost 10 years. I think about 10 years. And it came back recently, you know? So I was very sick with that. But obviously, with Crohn's disease, it's inflammation of your intestines, basically. Your immune system attacks your own body, your own intestines. They get inflamed. It causes a lot of damage, a lot of nausea. It makes it hard to eat. You can't absorb food properly because your intestines are inflamed. Lots of diarrhea, all that stuff. It's very unpleasant. But yeah, because I was really bad, right? A lot of malnutrition. Just couldn't get enough food and all of that. So I have to take a lot of some vitamin supplements and stuff like that at the moment to bring the levels back up to where they should be, on top of stuff to control treatments, stuff to control the symptoms and get it back into remission, you know, both short term and long term. But because of that, unintentionally, from about 6 months ago, when I started feeling bad and I was getting in contact with the hospital and everything, and my team in there to look after me, um, from that point to a couple of weeks ago, where it was sort of very bad again, gotten much better since then. But in that really short period of time, unintentionally lost 20 kilos of weight. I mean, what are kilos? kg to pounds. People that don't do that. So 20 kilos, it's 44 pounds for people that use that. That's a ton of weight. So, and again, that's kind of a bit overweight before, so it's fine. You know, I actually feel pretty good about being skinnier. That's nice. It's kind of a perk. But of course, the danger is it's really losing it way too fast. It's completely unintentional. And of course, it's like if I get sick again, you know, if I lose another 20 kilos, it starts to get very dangerous. And if that would continue, it becomes extremely dangerous, you know? Lots of very bad side effects to that. Yeah, it was kind of fun. But I've had a few comments from people saying like, "Yeah, you look different in your videos," so that's sort of why. But I thought that was funny.
Hello there,
Hi,
everyone.
Vin.
Nubkeks here, and welcome to the first video on this channel. Actually, brand new
It's
channel,
funny for me. I kind of look the same. I don't. I'm just. It just see me as me, just a
Nub
blur.
Raids, which is going to be all about Raid Shadow Legends. I'll do a proper intro video for this
I actually still have this T-shirt as well. I still use that pajama
on the
T-shirt.
channel the next day or two, so you know who I am, what my plans are, and all of that. Today's video, though, I'm going to give you my initial thoughts, initial tips on the Hydra new clan boss, which just came out today. Tip number one, which if I jump in here, a lot of people in my clan have already got wrong.
Oh my god! Look at this.
Wrong.
Look at those
Watch
scores.
Out, be careful, guys.
Oh wow, that's so crazy. Look back at week 1 of Hydra. Oh my god. Look at those scores. That's so funny. That's normal. Here, of course, remember guys, when Hydra first came out, obviously it's new content, so it was really tough. But also the original Hydra was way more difficult. They nerfed it a good bit from when it first came out. But look at that. We've got key for 3.5 million right there. We've got 3 keys doing 4 million. Oh, that's tough. If we go to game right now, for example, just to check. I don't know if anyone in my clan, no one in my clan actually does normal. But man, like the top guy was getting in 1 novice chest. It's the same as the lower chest. Nobody had even got up to add up and stuff. That's so funny. That's so funny. Whereas now, of course, like at least, okay, these are crazy teams. But like my clan now, I'm in a different clan these days, but they're smashing in like 100 million on hard, you know, it's things have changed with Acrizia being able to provoke the Hydra. Can't remember all the other stuff they changed, but they changed a bunch of stuff. That's actually hilarious.
A lot of people in my clan is
Wow.
going to be.
I'm just gonna, you know,
But
I'm
don't
just gonna be
rush to spend
skipping
your
around this video a good bit. Of course, they've buffed the chests for Hydra since I did this as well. It's quite interesting. What team am I using right here? Oh wow, look at this. This is going way back. We've got Akoth the Seared. The thing I love about this, he's only level 33. I haven't even fully leveled him. We've got the 5-star Mother Cybele. That's hilarious. Ugo in the process of being leveled. Syl, Lord Chazar. Wow, that's kind of nuts. What other teams do we have? Brogni, Lydia, Iron Braga. We've got Shamail in there. Okay, boosting the Brogni lead. Interesting. We got block buffs with not Ugo or Uko. What's his name? Norog. Damn, we got block buffs from Mortu Macab. That's funny. Back in the time, it didn't have multiple Ugos. Only had one. Gosh, that's crazy. It didn't have Umbral Enchantress built at that point either. It's so funny looking back and seeing actually like Ursula being leveled here, Ugo, Akoth. That is funny. But going in, what sort of damage did we do on this key? Did we get a 1 key in this video, I wonder? I'm obviously walking it through, but I mean, man, it was so much more difficult then because, oh, it doesn't look like we're going to do that much. Oh, we're doing all right, actually. We did okay. Here we go, going into it. Yeah, rough, but that was the thing, because you couldn't provoke this head. Right? He was just going to cleanse all your stuff, right? And we didn't quite understand how everything works. So it was difficult. Hey, I mean, not amazing, but hey, it's a key. It's a key, right? We'll take it as a sample. You can see things getting devoured. And of course, one of the biggest differences by Hydra back then, which you can't believe it's even a thing. Like, I can't believe it was a thing. But as you see here, you could force it. You could manually.
Some tips for the Hydra, and someone else has been eaten, and there's only 2 turns left. So this is where you go.
Yeah, so you could manually force it to free regroup, and you'd be fine. But if your champions died, if you wiped, or if you got devoured quickly or something, where your crowd control missed your turn and they devoured you, that was your key done, right? Your key would just end. There was no free regroup. Whereas now, when you go in, when your key ends, you can choose to keep the key or to just redo it. Couldn't do that then. You had to manually quit out. So you were constantly watching. It was like you're constantly living in fear, in terror. Like, oh my God, if I look away, because this is so ridiculous, we don't really know how this content works. If I look away for just 1 minute, my key's locked in. I'm stuck for the whole week. I locked in my key, had bad luck, and we're all dead, which is crazy. So yeah. Matt, Altan. I was really struggling bringing in Altan, let me tell you. You would not use Altan today. I mean, he brings increased defense. That's nice, but not a great champ for this. Akoth, to be fair, actually, I think, a really good budget option because he's got 3-turn AoE burn. That's just 100% against the 4 Hydra heads, which is great. And he brings some shielding as well. He's actually a very solid champ. Interesting that Ugo was already coming in back there. We were building her up. Right from the start, Ugo was like, yes, this champion is worth using. Really no question there. Mother Cybele, really great too. Oh, it's so funny to see. I've got Herndig at 50, Mother Cybele at 50. How times have changed. We've come a long way. But yeah, I just thought it was fun to look back. Let me know what you think. That is hilarious. I mean, if I was to give a beginner guide for Hydra right now, I mean, the first thing you're going for is like block buffs. The second thing, you're probably getting in like a provoke champ. Things like that. Just getting the control over the boss, decrease speed, I'd say, is really important as well. Just going in, getting control, making sure you can survive, and then like maybe 1, maybe 2 damage dealers to get the damage out. But it's much more focused on control, which was something you couldn't do back then, right? Because provoke wasn't a thing for Hydra, whereas now that makes it so much more consistent. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's actually really interesting looking back. What sort of comments do we have? Dare I look? Dare I look? Oh, look at this. Thanks, Nub. Very helpful. Hey, you're welcome. A year late. Oh, look at this. This is from a month ago. A year later, this video helped me get the second chest rotation 3 after failing to break 1 million damage after a dozen attempts. That is awesome. Let's give that a thumbs up. Best guide for beginner I've seen from 3 months ago. That is super cool. Have I redone since the no? You know what? I think what we see here, I need to go back. Let's give everyone a heart. Hearts for everybody. I need to go back and I do need to update this. I do, for beginners now since the nerf, and see what we can do. But it's actually really fun to think that video I made over a year ago. It's really weird thinking it's been over a year doing this as well. Again, because I was so sick for the last few months. Kind of feels like a blur. Like in some ways, my mind is still back in November. You know, it's kind of weird to think that, gosh, we're in the middle of March now. I've been doing this channel for over a year. That's weird. It doesn't click because I was literally out of it for a good few of those weeks, just completely semi-conscious, just malnourished, bad. But that's fun. We'll go back. We'll do a Hydra update. Yeah, we'll do an updated guide. We should. I was thinking of getting back into it soon enough, actually. Maybe coming back into rotation one, which is maybe a bit far away. That'd be a month and a half. Maybe we'll do something sooner. I think it's time. I think it's probably time to get back into doing some more Hydra content. But guys, look, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, remember, subscribe. I'll let you guys know about the giveaway as soon as I hear about it. Like I said, almost definitely will be through the Discord. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.